you told us this weekend, just to set the stage again, he's never done stand-up before. Okay. We're doing a show up in Bakersfield, California. He wants 20 minutes of stage time.
20 minutes stage time.
To practice time. To learn about the art form.
And you've never been on stage?
I've never been on stage.
But you want them to give you 20 minutes?
I think I could do it.
That's right.
He wants 20 minutes.
Well, anybody can stand on stage and just talk.
Yeah, you get it.
But are people laughing? Are they connecting with you? Are you interesting? Do they know, what are you going to talk about?
Well, I have something going for me that a lot of people don't. I'm part of his regime, and everybody that's in the audience is there to see Danny, and they should know who Radic Ralph is. So I'm talking about my dick cheese. It should make them laugh.
So Ty,
so you're going to go. You're going to do shock value humor. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah,
that's all he does, actually.
Not all, because I can't.
That's all he does.
I can't pull my dick out on stage legally.
And
his main bit is pulling his dick out.
Yeah.
Well,
So if the
around
audience-
just to these guys, just when we're in private.
If the audience is 40 to 80, you're going to lose.
Exactly.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Because the minute you do it, they're going to, and those people have money.
Yeah,
And
those people do have
they
money.
come to spend, if they spend their money,
That's right.
and you come and do some bullshit, they're going to be pissed. And then the owner's going to go, if he came with you guys, like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
They're going to go off on you.
Imagine Radic Ralph getting booked as a cruise act
Oh, my God.
and pulling his dick out.
He'd get thrown overboard, dude.
It would be great. It would be the best thing I've ever seen. Ty, you asked if he has any material or if he can do anything that isn't based on blue shock humor. We're gonna find out right now. Radic Ralph, we're giving you 5 minutes.
Right,
Stand-up comedy, no rules. Show me, show Ty, show Dino, show Leo what you got.
Am I allowed to pull out my
show
dick?
the audience.
No.
Okay, let's do this.
Out of respect.
Respect. Because I'm not gonna pull out my dick. Person I haven't really fully met yet.
Ty, in a job he's done that we're not going to talk about right now, he's probably seen a lot worse.
Yeah. We'll talk about it shortly, though.
A lot bigger, I'm sure too.
All right. Do I get a sexy ass introduction from my man?
Sure, I got you. Coming to the stage, he's a former meth head. You know him well for being in one of Danny Mullen's greatest hits, where we tattooed his head. It didn't stay permanently, but he does have a Fan Jerry tattoo on his back because he is out of his mind. Get loud for Radic Ralph!
Radic Ralph!
Watch out, don't hit Ty.
I have to pull this out of my dick. I just pulled this thing out of my cock.
Boo, suck.
Yeah, well, I end up pulling a lot of things out of my cock when I'm around my boys, because my boys help me produce cheese. I'm sure you guys in the audience have heard a lot about cheese. Have you? Have you? Okay, you have? All right, perfect. Well, if you have, then you're going to want to buy some cheese after the show. All right, you know what my cheese is? My cheese is cum. My cheese is dried cum.
Oh, my God.
Let him do it. He's got 5 minutes. He's got 5 minutes.
You're going to like this dried cum, boys. This dried cum is aged. It goes to yellow, has a green hint.
I'm going to give him the light, dude.
And I age it. I've already said age. It turns into a cheese. And I sell this cheese on the streets. Okay, let me tell you guys a story. One day, I was in the zoo. I was in the zoo walking around the monkeys. I was seeing some monkeys. I was feeding them my cheese. I was throwing it over to over the rail into the monkeys. They were eating my cheese. And I saw some hot, attractive females. And I said, hey, ladies, $5, you want to taste some homemade cheese?
Okay.
They're like, you got cheese? What are you talking about? I'm from Brazil. All I eat is cheese, feta cheese.
That's weird.
I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to give you some feta cheese, baby. Let me tell you that.
Oh, my God, dude.
She's like, feta cheese, okay. All right. And so I it's not over yet.
No,
I haven't even
light.
got to my feta cheese.
Yeah,
you got
finished
the
the
light.
joke. Why you cut him off, Leo?
Sorry.
All right. So my feta cheese, I was telling these ladies, is very aged in a very fancy way, Okay. So they're like, okay, let me buy your cheese. I'm like, okay. I pull out this little jar out of my pocket. They're like, what is this? I'm like, here you go. I scoop a big glob of this fucking green, yellow shit. Now, this is the cheese. Put my finger out. Like, this is cheese. We're like, whoa, they're like, my mouth is on fire. I'm like, that's cum. You just ate cum, lady. They're like, what? I just ate cum, puppy. And then this big-ass Mexican guy comes over. You won't believe who it is. It's fucking Leo. Leo was dating this fucking chick, and he did not expect for me to feed his girlfriend cum. that day, and I ended up feeding his girlfriend gum. All right, guys. It's not every day I'm out here feeding Leo Dottavio. Come
All right, sit down. That's it. Your time's up. Your time's up. I don't think Ty can take very much either. So.
Radzik,
Sit down and shut up.
Okay, Leo, I said we give him 30. I said we give him 45
30 minutes in Bakersfield?
Yeah.
Ty,
fire, right? It's good
Ty,
shit.
what are some of your thoughts on his set so far?
One, I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah.
Then when I finally got around to sex isn't bad to talk about when people know that it's going somewhere, have an understanding of where it's going. I mean, that was just gross.
Yeah.
It's like the guy who talks about getting fucked in the ass by his girlfriend with a dildo, and
that was my first 5 minutes.
My whole thing was, how can I feed Leo's girlfriend my cum without?
But how can you?
She's not Brazilian. He's not Mexican, and cum isn't spicy. Cum isn't spicy either. That
my age cum is
There's
very
a lot
spicy
wrong.
because it has STDs in it.
There you go.
I don't know if you wrote this. Ty, what else you got? I like where you were going with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I see a lot of times with young guys, trying to do stand up, is that they have no sense of where they're going.
Correct.
And they're just reaching. They're reaching for. I mean, they don't know about doing homework when you walk into a room. What's the age? What are they wearing? Are they drinking? Are they? What did the comedian before you talk about? What are they connecting with? Because. I mean, people are paying money to see you. And if they're paying money to see you, they want to get their money's worth, and you should want to give them their money's worth. Because instead of just going up, I get when guys say, I'll just do what the fuck I want to do, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people are funny, but are you interesting? Is what you're talking about interesting? I mean, even Chappelle himself will sit on stage, and some people don't laugh at anything he says, but they find what he's talking about interesting. Where's he going with it? What's the subject? That's another thing. Like I said, they want to do cruise ships. Cruise ships are subjects. You have to do a cruise ship, you have to write a universal humor.
Right.
Remember, you have people from Spain, Australia, New York, Alabama, Midwest, wherever. All these people have to all be on the same page with you on what you're talking about. Then you're going to look at age. We're going to look at the age. Because remember, you're the only one. On a cruise ship, there aren't 3 or 4 comedians unless you do Carnival. But if you do Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, you're it.
Wow.
Okay, you open the show, you do the
crowd
the
work.
first. No, you don't have to do crowd work. First 5 minutes, first 10 minutes, that's the welcome aboard show. You do about 10 clean.
Yeah.
Because the kids will be there.
Well, do you
but
think-
then the 45 minutes, but your second show is an adult show.
Okay.
So if you want to be dirty, you can be dirty.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a problem. You can be now
nice.
to get the gig. You want to have about at least anywhere from 45 to an hour
Ty,
of material.
do you think Radtik's ready right now to
No.
do a Royal Caribbean gig?
No, that's not even. That's
Maybe
not
not
even.
Caribbean
no.
cruise, but
They'll throw his
Bakersfield.
ass over the side.
Yeah,
no,
there we go.
no,
Yeah.
he'll be fish food before you. No,
Ty,
it's not gonna
also
happen.
here, Ty. Also, one of the things I love about his stand-up is he comes from a personal place. He comes from an interesting world that he knows almost everything there is to know about it. So even if somebody isn't digging the act, they're going to be like, wow, at least I'm learning. At least this is really fucking interesting.
Right.
But usually they are digging the act too because he's very good at what he does. So Radtik, maybe think interesting to start and then start working on your punchlines, punching them up a little bit.
I would say, for me, and what I've learned, I mean, I don't know if you guys knew, Chris Rock was the dropout, high school dropout. And a lot of guys are readers. What I find with the young people today, they don't read.
Yeah.
Okay. I read 4 newspapers a day. I read books. And whether it's on your phone, laptop, however, because you have the connection to the world.
Radtik, what's
Or
the last book you read?
whatever you want.
Ooh,
you know.
Last book you read, Radtik?
Last book you read?
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see,
many kids again?
education, a lot of guys go to school, they get their degrees, and when they get out, what do? They just go back, and then you got guys that, that don't know how to get a job. They went to school, but they don't know how to sell themselves to get the guy to hire them.
Right.
So, so you get out. So with comedy is definitely, knowledge, but education, continuously educating ourselves so our imagination can fly and we can crisscross cultures. We can crisscross and look at the world from a whole different standpoint to where everybody's not looking at it. I mean, because if comedy comes from tragedy, the beauty of it is what we have on the other side of what we see that the average American doesn't see.
Yeah.
To where we're not getting, like, no wonder someone can go and do a joke on the Trump's people and talk about, and just say, well, Trump is still president. He is? Yeah. And he's got two, Klepper just made and he's sitting there just interviewing and letting them talk. They're telling on themselves. And they have no idea that I think he is. I don't know. Then they brought in that goddamn vaccine and the Koreans and the Chinese, they did this and all this shit. And it's like, how do you think we got here? Bullshit. Yeah. Just like that. Just paying attention to the ignorance of our society.
Ty, I think this would be a great opportunity for you to take the floor, show RDR here how it's done. And Ty, I think hit him with some of the greatest hits, or
one of his favorites, or if there's something you want to share, I think it would go a long way in maybe helping him just to see how a joke is even formed. You know what I mean?
And if you wouldn't mind, I would love to hear a little bit of talk about the place you used to work.
Oh yeah,
I think that'd be great, right?
That'd be great.
Cool. Whose mic am I taking?
Yeah,
take that one.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, give him the mic.
And Dino, RDR.
He wants to record my reaction?
Yeah, maybe.
Why?
Well, no, just a little bit of your reaction.
Oh, okay.
Because you're going to see
Your
a
foot's
professional
right
in
there.
action right now.
All right. No. Well, for me, like I've been talking to my sister the other day, and I have a nephew, Titus, 8 years old, dealing with the bully. You guys they call him the cyber bully today, the guy putting little notes. Well, when I grew up, the bullies came to see your ass. They didn't send you a note. They came to kick your ass. And they would tell you, literally, dude, I'm kicking your ass after school. Now you guys have your iPhones, and they say, oh, it's got the cyber bullying. What is that? And look at what my nephew. See, he wrote, I'm ugly. He said he's gonna beat me up. Dude, he sent you a note. No real bully kicks you. Don't send a note. They come to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work. So my sister says, can you talk to Titus? I said, come here, Titus. What's going on? Well, Uncle Tom, there's a boy down at my school picking on me. What should I do? And I said to him very calmly, I said, burn him, set him on fire. Fire has a way of getting people to leave you the fuck alone. They're not going to bother you no more. She said, you can't tell him that. Yes, I can. I went to school I grew up in the ghetto, and I dealt with very bad black kids. And the only way to get them to leave you the fuck alone, burn them.
Ty, sorry to interject.
Yeah.
What job were you working when you interacted with all these very downtrodden ghetto people?
I came to L.A., like most guys. Came out when I was 25. No job. No friends, no family. Didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
Slept in my car the first 2 nights off the 101 at that in the parking lot of that Denny's that used to be there on Sunset. Stayed there, and I was doing temp work. But one day, man, I was on my last $8, and I went down to one of the bars. I said, "Fuck, I'm going to get me a beer." Went down and got me a beer. I'm sitting there at the bar, and this black dude walks in. And he said, so what's up, man? I said, hey, the Lakers were on. I said, cool. I said, hey, man, how the Lakers doing? Oh, they're doing pretty good. We got to talking, and he's like, yeah, I like this. We're talking, and all of a sudden he said, hey, bro, what do you do? I told him, hey, man, I'm an actor. And I'm trying to get my stand-up on, but, I don't believe in that starving actor shit. He said, why don't you apply to L.A. County Probation Department, Juvenile Hall? And I didn't know.
Wow.
He's a soup. He got me in.
How long did you work there?
Over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
I just retired.
Wait, Rodney,
Over
sit down.
30
Rodney,
years.
He
just
down.
retired, Rodney. He just retired. He retired. He retired. Come on.
Where you going, homie?
Hey, come on. He retired.
Hey, man. Yeah, I mean, and dude, and I walk in, I had no training.
Wow.
I had no training. I don't know anything. And I'm walking in, I'm dealing with